Voting in an election is an opportunity to make your voice heard on issues that are important to you, issues such as healthcare, taxes, or criminal justice. Casting a ballot allows you to choose who you want to represent you, from your local school board to President of the United States.
There are many misconceptions about voting for those who have been impacted by the criminal legal system. In Illinois, more than 4 million people have been convicted of a felony, and many do not realize that even if you have an arrest or conviction on your record, you can vote.
In addition, you're also still eligible to vote if you're awaiting your trial in jail or were released on bail, thanks to a 2019 law that requires county jails to allow detainees to cast their ballots. If this new law applies to you or someone you know, spread the word and encourage them to vote.
Due to COVID-19, the Illinois State Board of Elections is encouraging voters to cast a ballot prior to Election Day on November 3rd, either by mail or during early voting. This video will cover how to register to vote and how to navigate voting by mail or in person.
Before you can vote, you must register with the Illinois State Board of Elections. In order to register to vote, you must be a U.S. citizen, be 18 years old by Election Day, live in your election precinct at least 30 days prior to Election Day, not be serving a sentence in prison as a result of conviction, and you may not claim the right to vote anywhere else.
To check if you're registered to vote, go to www.elections.il.gov. Click on the tab labeled Online Voter Registration, then select Voter Registration Lookup. If you learn that you're not registered to vote, there are 3 ways you can register: online, by mail, or in person. Unfortunately, the deadline to register by mail for the 2020 election has already passed, but you can still register to vote in person at your local election authority, at early voting locations, or at your polling station on Election Day. To register to vote in person, you will need 2 forms of identification, one of which must include your current address. If your registration is approved, you can then cast your ballot in person.
There are several ways to vote in person prior to and on Election Day itself. You can register to vote at your local election authority, at early voting locations, and at your polling station on Election Day.
If you are already registered to vote, or if you registered online or by mail, you can choose to vote by mail. To receive your ballot, you can either visit your local election authority to request a vote by mail ballot, or you can apply to vote at www.elections.il.gov and select the tab labeled Voting by Mail Application.
The deadline to apply to vote by mail is 5 days before the election. There may also be opportunities to deliver your mail-in ballot to the polling place drop box rather than mailing it. You can contact your local election authority to learn more.
In Illinois, in-person early voting began on September 24th and will continue until Monday, November 2nd.
To learn more about where and how to vote early, visit www.elections.il.gov and select the tab labeled Polling Station Locator, or contact your local election authority.
You can always vote on Election Day. Make sure that you have the most up-to-date information on your polling station, as it might be different than the early voting location. You must wear a mask and follow the social distancing guidelines maintained by the polling location. Remember, your record cannot keep you from voting. Share this information with your friends and family and make a plan to vote. The process to casting your ballot may seem daunting, but this video demonstrates that you have several options for registering and voting.
If you have any additional questions, go to www.elections.il.gov or contact your local election authority.